All right, this is Phil Berngraber with This Is Crazy. I'm going to make another Just Laugh video. So it's been about a week or so. I'm trying to do at least one a week. I got a lot of pretty funny stories. So here's another one. So the scene is this. I'm about 19, maybe about to turn 20. I'm in the Army. I'm stationed in San Angelo, Texas, which is West Texas, which is, I mean, if you live there, it's great. If you don't, I don't recommend it. It was not my favorite place to live. I'm doing advanced training in the Army to be a linguist, and I'm hanging out there in West Texas and having a good time. Now, one of the things I found out about West Texas is they let you in the club if you're not 21, which was new to me. I hadn't really done much clubbing or whatever. I love to dance. I love music. I love dancing. And so I decided, well, shoot, most of the soldiers were going to the club. Most of them were old enough to drink. I wasn't, but I was going. So I go to this club. I don't even remember what it's called. Doesn't matter. Going to this club, they put a huge magic marker X on your hand if you're not 21 so that nobody gives you alcohol. I don't need to drink to have a good time. I have a good time all by myself. So I get in the club. There's a couple different dance floors going on. There's one large dance floor. On either side of the dance floor, there's a raised platform with sort of a opened cage around it so you can get in there. And then it also has like a pole in it, so like a quasi strip club feel to it, which is a little weird, but whatever. And when I'm in there, they start playing Wild Thing by Tone Loc, which I absolutely love. I love that song. Wild Thing, Funky Cole Medina, love both those songs. Fantastic, Tone Loc, good stuff. So I just lose it. When I'm feeling the music, I'll just go for it. So I'm feeling the music. I decide at this point I'm going to hop in the cage thing where there's a pole or whatever, and I start dancing. I'm not dancing for anyone in particular. In fact, I have no idea where the people are I came with because I took off right away and started dancing. So now I'm just dancing by myself, having a great time. And for whatever reason, the music moved me to smack my own rear end. I know that seems weird. I don't know what to tell you. When I'm feeling the music tells me what to do. I don't just decide what to do. I let the music move me. So in that moment, the music moved me to smack my own rear end a couple times. And it is what it is. So I had a great time that night. Whatever. Doesn't matter. That's not the story. That's not even the funny part yet. Funny part is this. So now I am back in my unit doing regular Army stuff, in formations or whatever. We had this platoon sergeant who wasn't my platoon sergeant, but he was in the company that I was in, my training company. And his name was Sergeant Sandman. Now, I found out later he definitely made that name up. He definitely legally had his name changed to Sergeant Sandman, which is a little creepy. Sandman puts people to sleep. Like, I don't know. Maybe that works out, but after Bill Cosby, now it seems terrifying. So, Sergeant Sandman. Now, Sergeant Sandman was gay, and it was the time of don't ask, don't tell, but sometimes you didn't have to ask to tell, right? So he was definitely gay, and nothing to that. That's a gay dude. That's fine. And but here's what happened. So then one day I'm standing in formation and parade rest or whatever, and Sergeant Sandman comes out of the headquarters building. And he shouts across the entire my quad area. He shouts, "Burning Graber!" And then pop, smacks his butt. And I was petrified. I was standing there just looking around. Other people are looking at me like, what was that all about? I'm like, I don't even know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. This went on for a while, like a good month, I imagine. Every time Sergeant Sandman saw me, he goes, "Pretty Graber!" Bop! Smack his butt. Probably that's sexual harassment in 2019. 20 years ago, I don't know. Everybody was fine. So it turns out he found out, obviously, that I was smacking my rear end in the club. I don't know if someone told him. I don't know if he was there. It doesn't really matter. He found out about it. He thought it was fantastic, and then he started smacking his butt every time he saw me. And that made work life a little weird because I was trying to stand in formation like a respectable soldier, and then I have a platoon sergeant smacking his butt and shouting my name every time he sees me. So the lesson is this. Sometimes the things you do get back to other people. So I'm not really embarrassed about that. I think it's pretty funny. At the time, it was a little awkward, but it wasn't really that big of a deal. Didn't make me feel any kind of weird way about myself. I was fine. I for sure had smacked my rear end in the club in a weird cage to tone low. That happened, and I'm not really embarrassed about that or ashamed about that. But sometimes the things you do get back to other places. They get back to work. They get back to your family. They get back to friends. So if you're gonna do something in public, especially now with social media, we're doing everything in public. If you're doing stuff in public, it for sure might get back to somebody else. Now that means don't be ashamed of things you're going to do in public. If you're going to do something in public, then be sure it's something you don't mind people knowing about you and talking about you. I don't give a crap if people know I was smacking my butt at the cage because I was feeling the music and that's just what happened, and I don't mind that at all. But sometimes you might do something and be embarrassed about it later on. And if you're going to be embarrassed about it and ashamed about it, then maybe consider whether you ought to do it. So that's my just laugh story today about Sergeant Sandman shouting my name and smacking his butt every time he see me. I hope that helped put a little smile on your face today. This is Phil Bruengraber again with This Is Crazy. Much love.